Hello everyone, here Pachi Mishra and I welcome to all of you in this video lecture series. In this video lecture, we discuss about concept of strategic evolution and the process of strategic evolution. So first we focus on concept of strategic evolution. The strategic evolution and control is the last phase in the process of strategic management by which the management compare the result of the strategy with the level of achievement of the object and corrective action are taken by strategic effectiveness. It is a continued process through which an organization ensures whether it is achievement and its objectives. According to Globe, evolution of strategy is that phase of the strategic planning process in which the top managers determine whether their strategic choice in its implementation from is meeting the object of the enterprises. It is a process by which the manager compare the result of the strategy with the level of achievement of this object. The significance of the strategy evolution lies in its capacity to coordinate the task performance by manager, groups, department, etc. through control of performance. Evolution of strategy ultimately depends on individual organization member, particularly key manager, and motivating the rewarding goods performance by individual and organizational units are key ingredient in effective strategic evolution. Globe feels that top management must want to evaluate the performance. These motivations develop if they analyze the strategy can fail and they are reward for their performance relatively to object. Now we focus the process of strategic evolution. The process of strategic evolution consists of 4 steps. The first is fixing benchmark of performance, second is measurement of performance, third is analyzing variance, and fourth is taking corrective action. So now first is fixing benchmark of performance. While fixing the benchmark, strategic encounter questions such as what benchmark to set, how to set them, and how to express them. In order to determine the benchmark performance to be set, it is essential to discover the special requirement for performance the main task. The performance indicator that best identify and express the special requirement might be determined to be used for evaluation. The organization can use both quantitative and qualitative criteria for comprehensive assessment for performance. The next step is measurement of performance. The standard performance is a benchmark with which the actual performance is to be compared. The reporting and communication system help in measuring the performance. If appropriate means are available for measuring the performance and if the standards are set in the right manner, strategic evaluation becomes easier. But various factors such as managers contribute are difficult to measure. For measuring the performance, financial statement like balance sheet, profit and loss account must be prepared on the annual basis. Next step is analyzing variance. While measuring the actual performance and comparing it with standard, there may be variance which must be analyzed. The strategy must mention the degree of tolerance limit with the variance between actual and standard performance may be accepted. The positive deviation indicates a better performance, but it is the quite unusual existing the target and always. The negative deviation is an issue of concern because it indicates the shortfall in performance. Thus, in the case, the strategic must discover the cause of deviation and must take corrective action to overcome it. The next step is taking corrective actions. Once the deviation in performance is identified, it is essential to plan for a corrective action. If the performance is consistently less than the desired performance, the strategic must carry a detailed analysis of the factor concept of such performance. So this way, we know about the concept of strategy and the process of strategic evaluation. In the next video, we discuss about the strategic controlling process. Thank you.